the head of Delta Airlines on Friday joined the growing opposition to the Transportation Security Administration's new policy allowing passengers to carry small knives onto planes. Delta CEO Richard Anderson said in a letter to TSA Administrator John Pistole that he shares the legitimate concerns of the airline's flight attendants about the new policy. Allowing small knives to be carried on board after a ban of more than 11 years will add little value to the customer security process flow in relation to the additional risk for our cabin staff and customers, Anderson said in the letter, which was obtained by the Associated Press. If the purpose is to increase security checkpoint flow, there are much more effective steps we can take together to streamline the security checkpoints with risk-based screening mechanisms, he said. Delta, based in Atlanta, is the world's second-largest airline. It is the first major airline to join not only flight attendants but pilots, federal air marshals and insurance companies in a burgeoning backlash to the policy. Pistole announced the policy on Tuesday. Airlines for America, the trade association representing major U.S. airlines, has been supportive of TSA without explicitly endorsing the policy. We support the TSA's approach of combining its vast experience with billions of passenger screenings with thorough risk-based assessments, Jim Medina, a spokeswoman for the association, said in response to a request Friday for the association's position. Anderson cited only small knives in his letter. The policy, which goes into effect April 25, will also allow passengers to include in their carry-on luggage novelty-size baseball bats less than 24 inches long, toy plastic bats, billiard cues, ski poles, hockey sticks, lacrosse sticks and golf clubs. Items like box cutters and razor blades are still prohibited. Knives permitted under the policy must be able to fold up and have blades that are 2.36 inches or less in length and are less than 1/2 inch wide. The policy is aimed at allowing passengers to carry pen knives, cork screws with small blades and other small knives. There has been a gradual easing of some of the security measures applied to airline passengers after the September 11, 2001, terrorist attacks. The new policy conforms U.S. security standards to international standards and allows the TSA to concentrate its energies on more serious safety threats, the agency said when it announced the change this week. The policy change was based on a recommendation from an internal TSA working group, which decided the items represented no real danger, the agency has said. TSA has said the presence on flights of gun-carrying pilots traveling as passengers, federal air marshals and airline crew members trained in self-defense provide additional layers of security to protect against misuse of the newly allowed items. Not all flights, however, have federal air marshals or armed pilots on board. The Flight Attendants Union Coalition, representing nearly 90,000 flight attendants, said Thursday it is coordinating the nationwide legislative and public education campaign to reverse the policy. The petition posted by the flight attendants on the White House's We the People website had nearly 12,000 signatures late Friday urging the administration to tell the TSA to keep knives off planes.